Are you a monster?
No, I don't believe I'm a monster. I don't think anyone would call me a monster.
Do you think the Yoders might consider you a monster?
No, I think if the Yoders are being honest with themselves, they know that there are monsters in their family. There are real monsters in their family.
It's a case that's rocked this upstate New York town for almost 10 years. Kaitlyn Conley, convicted of poisoning her boss and one-time mentor, Mary Yoder, the mom of her on-again, off-again boyfriend.
It was unthinkable that anybody would want to murder Mary.
The case picked apart across the country, going viral in the ABC News studio series, Little Miss Innocent.
So if it wasn't me, who was it?
Prosecutors say she killed her ex-boyfriend's mother to get back at him.
It just hit everyone. Am I working with someone that would kill me? Am I living with someone who would kill my mom?
Now 31, Kaitlyn has spent the last 7 years in prison.
All right.
But late last month, a stunning decision, a judge overturning her conviction.
With this latest twist, I think people are thinking, is Kaitlyn Conley an innocent person wrongfully convicted, or is she a calculated criminal who evaded justice?
Everybody loved my mom. She just was happiness, happiness and love and light. It just...
Mary Yoder was a mother of 3 who could light up a room.
This is going to be an attempt to remember the African dance from yesterday. Well, some of the steps, because I don't remember it all for sure.
A vivacious chiropractor who loved to dance, she and her husband Bill ran a practice together. Kaitlyn had been working for the Yoders for years after she began dating their son Adam, speaking in the series Little Miss Innocent about how she and Mary remained close even after her breakup with Adam.
I think she saw me as like a daughter figure, and that was nice. We definitely got along well.
Mary's patient, Lucianne Gould's last appointment with her seared forever in her memory.
Mary was clearly not herself. It was like the light was turned off. Something was very wrong.
Hi, honey. It's me. I'm driving home. I'm very sick. I love you. Bye. Oh, God. Help me.
I received a text from my father on a Tuesday morning, and he said that my mom had been throwing up and had some vomiting and diarrhea. They thought that it just seemed to be some kind of viral gastrointestinal illness.
The 60-year-old ended up hospitalized. She died after suffering from multiple cardiac arrests.
In less than 48 hours, my mom went from her typical happy, healthy self, seeing patients in an office, to having died.
Mary's family devastated and desperate for answers, especially after they got the toxicology results.
She's been poisoned by colchicine, which is a drug given to treat gout. Mary Yoder didn't have gout.
Then 4 months after Mary's death, an anonymous letter sent to both the medical examiner and sheriff's office, pointing fingers at Adam Yoder, Mary's son, and saying the deadly poison could be found in his car.
Adam comes up to the sheriff's office.
Once he agreed to let us search his Jeep, we go out with him to where his car's parked.
They look underneath the seat, and right where it said it was in the letter, there's a package.
Along with colchicine was a crumpled receipt for the poison purchase. Investigators called in Kaitlyn, who had insight into the Yoder family. They say she began pointing a finger at Adam, similar to the letter, prompting officers to ask if she had written it.
So I again said, Katie, if you wrote the letter, we need to know that. And it was at that point she admitted to writing the anonymous letter. We'd always said, you know, the person that wrote this letter is definitely, you got to be considered a suspect in our case.
Kaitlyn would later deny to investigators writing the letter.
Did you write the letter?
I can't talk about that, I'm sorry.
Can you say you did not write the letter?
Sorry.
You all right?
While speaking with Kaitlyn, investigators believe they were zeroing in on their suspect.
Guys don't hang out of the murder weapon because that's why they get caught.
Right, but guys also don't use poison.
A lot of people don't.
But they say it's a lady's weapon.
They say it's a lady's weapon?
After that conversation, the sheriff's office would file this warrant to seize Kaitlyn's cell phone.
Katie approached us and said, oh my goodness, you guys will never believe it. They think I did this. And I just remember being dumbfounded. Like, how could you get it so wrong?
Kaitlyn had always been close with her parents and sisters.
I grew up with my 3 younger sisters. We were always together, we were thick as thieves.
There's no way that she could have changed and been a Jekyll and Hyde.
Prosecutors disagreed. Kaitlyn was indicted by a grand jury, charged with murder. She went on trial in April 2017. After 3 weeks, a hung jury unable to reach a unanimous decision. She was retried in October of that same year. This time, the prosecution called upon a forensic expert who had uncovered more of Kaitlyn's digital footprint.
The game changer comes when I'm re-examining Adam Yoder's laptop. On that laptop were numerous backups of cell phones. At about the 3rd file we examined, we realized this is not Adam's phone, this is Kaitlyn's phone. First thing was like smack right in the face. She takes Mary Yoder's body weight and then fills out the formula for how much colchicine would be necessary to kill Mary Yoder.
Kaitlyn, then 24, was acquitted on the higher charge of murder, but convicted of first-degree manslaughter and sentenced to 23 years. Then, just last month, an appeals court overturning Kaitlyn's conviction. An appellate court finding that the forensic examination and memory extraction of her cell phone's content exceeded the scope of the warrant.
The court recognized that our phones contain so much information that it is almost like walking into your home and looking through your things. And if you want to search my phone, you must have a specific, targeted warrant for that.
The court also noting, we agree with defendant. She was denied effective assistance of counsel. District Attorney Todd Carville leads the prosecutor's office in Oneida County. He was not part of the previous 2 trials.
How often do you see convictions being vacated, like in Kaitlyn Conley's case?
We try to do our best to, ensure that justice is had during the trial, and the last thing you want to do is have to try to do that again.
Will you convene a grand jury to reindict?
Again, that'll be dependent on our review.
Our thanks to Byron, and for much more on this story, you can watch Impact by Nightline's Little Miss Innocent Freed, now streaming on Hulu.